Chucky!
Hello, hello.
Hello. How are you both?
Very well.
Cold. It's fucking cold in here.
It is blooming freezing, isn't it? How are you feeling, Chucky? Are you cold?
I think he's all right.
I'm so glad he's not talking. I've got visions of it just turning and going, hiya, Laura! And I'll be like, oh. So,
Yes.
let's start at the very beginning because it's a very
All right.
good place to start. Who here has seen Child's Play?
Has anyone here not seen any of the Child's Play movies?
Yeah.
No one brave enough to say yes. Oh, yeah, right. You're wearing a shirt. I don't buy it.
This kid.
So let's start at the very beginning. Alex,
Yes.
you wanted a doll, and you pressed your mum, your poor single mum, who was struggling for ends meet to get you that doll. Right?
Yeah,
You were only 6.
exactly. I was 6, yeah.
When you did this part, right?
Yep.
I know for me, personally, I am thinking, for what went on in that film before we even get onto the second film, how did you do, because I've heard that you were the ultimate professional on set, and yet you're dealing with a demonic serial killer toy. How did you do that?
Because it's not scary when you're there.
Really?
You know? Yeah, we didn't see it like you did, you know? It was a struggle to try as hard as we can to make this doll look alive. So, you know, the view that all of you got was the hard work of trying to make him look alive come to life. But we were there for every little step along the way. Each one of those scenes, you know, for Chucky to, there's 7, 8 guys controlling this doll at once, usually underneath the set, watching on tiny monitors. So for Chucky to like put his hand on my head and flip me off with the other hand, that took like 40 tries and 2.5 hours, and you know, trying really hard not to blink when I have my eyes closed. Like, it's just a very different perspective when you're there. Yeah, you know, you see a lot more than what the camera sees. So you see all the wires coming out from underneath them, and you see the 7, 8 guys it takes controlling him. You know, I wanted to be a puppeteer after that, you know, well, briefly. I wanted to be a lot of things when I was a kid, but yeah, I thought it was very cool how they made him look alive. So there was nothing to be afraid of.
Actually, now that you say it like that, it doesn't scare me as much, and maybe I'll
Yeah.
try watching it again, thinking like that. But I mean, you were both so young in the films. And what did they have to add any measures for the things that obviously? I mean, you were in the first film, like, you know, that it's a doll with a knife that's killing people.
Yeah.
Was there anything in step for you to make sure that you were okay?
No, after they set Chucky on fire, or after I set Chucky on fire, and he's melted down, and he's stalking me down the hallway, and he's burnt and dripping, and they did think that that image might be too much for me, so they just shot my reactions and didn't really let me see that version of the doll. I think I would have handled it just fine. I mean, you know, I had the entire script memorized, all of my lines and all of everybody else's lines, to the point where if they ad-libbed a little bit, I would be like, cut, that's not how you say it, you know. And they got pretty fed up with that quick. And then they did revisions on the whole script, which was devastating to me at that age, because I had it all memorized. But no, I was a very bright kid. I was smarter at 6 than I am now, which is partially intentional. Yeah.
So for Child's Play 2, you come into it, obviously, Christine, and the two of you are fighting Chucky together. And that end scene in the toy shop where, like, I'm just thinking about the bit with the eyes.
Yeah.
Like, please describe to us what that was like, because for us, it was quite scary. What it's like to be a part of it.
I think the answer's the same. It's all really fake when you're there. It's all, I mean, a real man did not have eyeballs shoved into his skull. It was, you know, it's a doll. So you see all the smoke. Oh, you see all the smoke and mirrors. So there's no magic to it when you're actually on set. There's nothing scary. In fact, the puppeteers can make him do anything they want. So in between takes, they would have him flirt with me. If you come to my table, there's a picture of me leaning in for a kiss with Chucky, because
There you go.
It was in the car scene with the car scene. And in between takes, they'd have Chucky feeling my thigh and batting his eyelashes at me, and so I leaned in for a kiss. And so there's a photo on my table of that moment. It's not in the movie, but yeah, he can be playful.
Yeah, the puppeteers definitely had fun with that doll and anything else that they had handy to try to scare us. I think it was, it was part 2 that was on the Phantom of the Opera set, right? There was a big gap between, I don't know if you remember this, but there was a gap between the set and the entrance, and it was like a long, dark corridor, and they put like wolf eyes back there, like 2 red wolf eyes on some sort of sensor that when you walked past it, the wolf eyes would light up, and I think it would howl at you and stuff like. They were a bunch of pranksters with very expensive toys.
Sounds good. I mean, when you joined the cast, did the two of you think that in years to come there would still be more Chucky films coming out? Like, did you imagine it to be this big?
No, nobody could imagine that. Nobody could imagine that a franchise would go 30 years and go so far as to keep using the same actors, to have somebody who was 6 years old in the first one be back 30 years later playing the same character as an adult. That's an unheard of thing, which is why the remake, the reboot that's happening with MGM is so galling and offensive, because it's sort of fixing something that's not broken. And we're not on team reboot.
No, that's just a cash grab, an attempted cash grab. But, all right, who saw Cult of Chucky here? That's a better question, because it's only going to be about half of you. Okay, well, the rest of you should see it. It was very fun. I don't know, I think some people have different expectations. They expect it to be the first film all over again, which is kind of silly, because you could just go watch the first film. That's still there. But Cult was good because it changed the rules a little bit. It opened up new possibilities. We've made 7 of these films over 30 years, so you can't expect to keep doing the same thing over and over again. We have to change things up. And I know people are loyalists to the original film, and they don't want things to change. But Cult opened up a lot of possibilities. So we are trying, as some of you may have heard, to make a television series, maybe filming next year possibly, to pick up where we left off from Cult of Chucky, which I think would be great, because there's a lot of possibilities, like I said, and to have 10 hours or 12 hours to tell the story as opposed to 90 minutes. Every 5 years, yeah. I think it would be really good and really fun. So this reimagination, artificial intelligence, Chucky / whatever doll that they're making in this other movie really has nothing to do with us at all, or the franchise, or the story, or anything that you've liked about Chucky over the past 30 years will not be in this MGM movie. But it will be in our television series. So you can look forward to that.
That sounds like it would be really good, because for somebody who was the same age as you when you were in it, I can't even imagine being in it. But you've kind of shared a bit of the background and said, actually, do you know what, it's not as scary on set, and we're seeing the special effects.
It's a lot more fun than you'd think.
I really enjoyed the Cult of Chucky 30 years on. I kind of got over it, and I watched the other ones and went, okay, I need to do this now. I'm a grown-up. And then by the end of it, I was like, I'm actually really enjoying this. And the ending, I can't say it because I know that some of you haven't seen it, but I thought the ending was brilliant. I was like, oh, what's going to happen next? Yeah. So if there's going to be a TV series, who'd be watching that? Yeah. Don't put your hands up, cheer. You know I like noise.
Either way is fine.
That's what I like. Now, there's a lot of you here. So, the lovely Nikki, where is she? Nikki. Where is she? There she is. Can I have a cheer for Nikki, ladies and gentlemen?
We're cheering for everything.
She is going to be the microphoner. So does anybody have any questions for Alex or Christine or Chucky?
That side's really...
Okay.
I'll be fielding all of Chucky's questions.
There you go.
Hello.
Hi.
Now, not as a star, but as a fan, what's your favourite Chucky film?
I'm sorry, say that again much louder.
Not as a star, but as a fan, What's your favorite Chucky film?
Oh, that's kind of hard to say. I like them all for different. Not all. I like the 4 that I was in for different reasons. I like Bride of Chucky too. To be fair, I didn't really like Seed, and I don't like Part 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know my favorite is Cult of Chucky probably, for a couple reasons. Because I was older and I appreciated making it more, and I just think it's fun. Like I think it was fun. Oh, the overall best well-done film of them, I have to say, is the first one, with the second one close behind it. But Cult of Chucky is the most fun out of all of them, I believe.
Yeah.
And the goriest, and the best kills. So that always counts for a lot with you lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. Thank you.
Christine, your favorite?
Cult's my favorite too, mostly because the evolution of the story moves so quickly, and it does leave so many more avenues to explore in the future. I will say though, overwhelmingly, I hear that Child's Play 2 is everybody's favorite. I would say.
Of course, you hear that.
I used to think it was just because it was me.
You're
but-
right, though. A lot of people say that Part 2 is their favorite. And I think it's, despite the, chemistry of the 2 heroes in the film, which would happen to be you and I think the factory stuff at the end, people really loved. They've already spent a film and a half being afraid of one Chucky doll, and now take it into a factory with hundreds of them. If only Chucky knew what he knows in Cult in Part 2, you and I would have been fucked.
Yeah. There'd be no Child's Play 3.
No, that would have been it.
Any more questions?
You ever think of that?
Don't be shy.
By the way, anyone who doesn't want to ask a question here, we're going to be at our tables all day long. So you could,
Today and tomorrow,
today
yeah.
and
so
tomorrow.
Don't be shy.
So
Hello.
come and ask us questions, and if you want to get a picture with Chucky or me or Christine or autographs, we're going to be there all day and tomorrow. So
Right, if you get the TV show, right, will Brad Dourif be doing the voice?
what about Brad Dourif doing the voice?
Will he be the voice in a TV series?
I certainly think so, yes.
That's great, that'd
Yep.
be awesome.
And he will not be part of the MGM film.
I see. Well, it's not Chucky without Brad.
It's also not Chucky because it's not Chucky. It's not Charles Lee Ray. It's an artificial intelligence doll gone wrong. So yeah, it's not really the same character at all. But no, Brad won't be involved in that. But he will be part of the TV series.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you.
Tentatively, everything's still, a work in progress. But
It's such a cult following. Why are they doing that with that film? Why are they doing it?
for money.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's the only reason, though. So that's the only answer.
Don't go and see it. Oh my God, did I just say that? I didn't say that at
Better
all.
you than us.
Any more questions? Come on, don't be shy or we'll send Chucky out to you.
Yeah.
Have we any idea when about the series will be coming out, or is it still in works?
We're not there yet. We're still trying to find the right home for the show. I think I can say this, but we switched to Universal Cable Productions from Universal 1440, which did the last 2 films and mostly make straight to DVD releases. So we switched from them to the branch of Universal that films series, UCP. And that was the first step. Now the second step is finding the right place. And there's different reasons to want to go different places. If it were a network show, like AMC or, I don't know, any one of those, A&E, USA, FX, FXX, any of those, it would be good. We'd get a really good, we'd all make more money, basically. But if we do it on Netflix, it'll be uncensored. We could do whatever we want. So I hope that we do it on Netflix. Although I kind of like the 1 a week thing instead of giving it to you all at once. Not as a fan, but I've never had that opportunity as someone in something. So I think that would be fun it's like a new premiere every week. That's kind of cool. So that would make me want to do it on the network. But whatever they decide, you know, we both hope to be a part of it.
Whatever gets it out quicker.
Huh?
Whatever gets it out quicker.
Yeah, we hope so.
It must be really nice for you two as well to be a part of this, and it has been going for so long, to have people here who are going, do you know what, we want this now.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's incredible. And I mean, I basically stopped acting when I was a kid. When I was 13, I stopped auditioning because auditioning is the worst thing in the world. And I didn't want to live in California, or I did, but I couldn't afford it. So for me to have come back into this film 27 years after the second one, and to have traveled like I have to Germany and England and Mexico and Canada and Puerto Rico and Japan and Ireland and 40 states in the US is absolutely incredible. So neither of us, nor I could say anyone from the Chucky family, takes it for granted or doesn't greatly appreciate it, because we all do, very much.
That's really, really lovely to hear. And, you know, you can see from the fans here that we're all waiting for... I mean, I was terrified, and I'm actually looking forward to a TV series, so I've got over
There you
my
go.
fear of Chucky, although he
Good.
is there. Do we have any more questions?
Couple more.
What's your favorite horror film?
Our favorite horror film? Probably The Shining is probably my favorite horror film. It's the best acted horror film. So,
I'm an Exorcist fan.
yeah.
Is it scaring you being sat by Eileen over there?
I know, it's cool. I haven't met her yet, but I will.
What's your favorite horror film?
Chucky.
Oh, great, good answer.
And when I was your age, the thought of watching it was terrifying me. How are you watching it?
No, it was a great answer. I'll give you that tenor after the... Okay.
Any more questions for Christine and Alex and Chucky?
From the Nine Inch Nails fan.
Hi there. Out of all the Chucky movies, Child's Play, which would you say... Hey, over here.
Oh, okay. Didn't know where that was coming from.
You're like... out of all the Child's Play movies, aside the Seed of Chucky, which is your favorite kill scene out of all those movies?
Which is my favorite
Kill scene. Yeah,
There's several that I enjoy a lot. And I assume you mean times that Chucky killed someone and not times that we killed Chucky. Probably the teacher in part 2 that he beat to death with a ruler. I didn't really like school very much.
I like the falling glass from Cult.
Oh yeah, that was awesome too.
Yeah.
I had a chance to watch that, but I was too tired. They were filming that one night, but after a really long day, and it's a lot of sitting around. When you make movies, we basically get paid to travel and sit around. The acting part is fun, you know.
We had a Nine Inch Nails question and a question over here as well.
It's not really
We've got
a
a question
Nine
over
Inch Nails
here.
question. She's just wearing a shirt.
Was it hard being an actor at a so young age?
I still don't know who's saying that.
It's over there, Alex.
Oh, was it hard being? I'm sorry, I see you now.
Was it hard being an actor at a so young age?
No, actually. It was easier at that age than it was at 35 when I made Cult of Chucky. And it was easier because you don't have the same insecurities and nerves and anxiety and responsibility, and I was kind of just having fun with it. I was really enjoying being there. Not that I didn't enjoy making Cult of Chucky, because I did, but it felt like a lot of responsibility and it felt like a lot of pressure, and I was very anxious and insecure making the last one, especially since I don't do a lot of acting. But no, when I was a kid, I just had a really good time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Just to clarify, it's a chap who's wearing a Nine Inch Nails t-shirt, and Alex and I were talking about Nine Inch Nails last night. If you're a fan of Nine Inch Nails, he's seen them.
Sorry, was that
A lot of
9 Inch
times,
Nails?
yeah.
Just to make sure. The
Yeah.
9 Inch Nails. Okay.
It was 66 times, was it?
Yeah.
Would you take part in a film where Chucky versus another horror icon?
I mean, I'd have to read a script that I really liked, I mean, first of all, I would probably do it anyway because I'm not really getting that many offers. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Chucky should ever fight Leprechaun in a movie, if that's what you're saying. I don't think so.
But Don Mancini, who has written all the Chucky movies, pitched an idea for Freddy versus Chucky, that Chucky ends up on Elm Street, and Freddy and Chucky are fans of each other's work, and they decide to have a contest of who could kill the most people.
Yeah.
That needs to happen.
Kill the most people in a single evening.
Yeah, I remember Don saying, "Oh, I admire your technique." Yeah. Yeah, I think if there were to be anyone, I would like it to be Freddy. I also heard someone once say that, like, when Freddy dreams, he dreams of Chucky, which is pretty cool. That could be fun. Go ahead, start writing it.
Any more questions from anybody?
All right, well, come to our table and ask us questions there, because we'll be there all day, and we'll just be sitting there bored if you don't come talk to us. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a massive, blood-curdling scream and cheer for Christine and Alex and Chucky?
thank you all.